Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. I am Dr. Sudeep, a radiologist in UAE, and this video is about some 2 or 3 questions which I thought are very important for a aspiring doctor to ask himself or herself. One is, after MBBS what? Do I do post graduation? After that, do I do a fellowship and super specialization, or do I just start a job? The other thing is, which residency should I undertake after my MBBS which will give me the highest pay, maybe in your country or maybe in some another country. Do I take up a loan and then do my residency versus something which is available for free, or maybe something which is not available and I have to take a loan to pay the fees? So should I do it or not? And if you are a diploma holder and you want to work, say, in a hospital setup, or you want to work, especially this is true for diploma holders in radiology. If you have a diploma in radiology and you want to work in a hospital setup or maybe in some another country, what are the options for you? So I'll just try and discuss each of these points in this video. So the first thing is, after MBBS what? Do I do post graduation or do I do a job? So this question has to be answered when you are in your maybe final year of MBBS or your internship. You have to define where you want to reach. Say if you want to practice in another country, or if you want to do a if you want to settle in another country, then by and large they will accept an MBBS, but your chances of getting accepted will be much higher, or maybe the pays will be much higher if you are going to do a fellowship and a post graduation and a fellowship. So if your aim is secondly to make more money, then obviously it goes without saying that a general practitioner, if he has his own practice, will definitely make a lot of money in a country like India. But a post graduation and super specialization will definitely make more money, but then there is a time factor involved in spending, say, at least 5 to 10 years in getting yourself qualified to that level of expertise. So the questions are basically more of like, do you have the time and do you have the resources to do the post graduation and the fellowships? Not everybody would have the time or they would have the resources. Some might not have the inclination to do post graduation or fellowship. They will be happy in just doing general practice. They would make decent amount of money. They would be able to do their side passions or hobbies, or maybe do their own business as well. So these are all the different questions which each one of us has to ask, and there is nothing like right or wrong in this. Each one has to make his own decisions. Also important to understand in this is, whenever you choose a particular branch of medicine or surgery, remember that you're going to practice that for the next 30 or 40 years. If you do continue practicing medicine for the rest of your life, you're going to do that for a good 30-40 years. So it is sort of in your best interest that you like what you're doing on a daily basis, because if you just take it from the point of view of what pay will I get the maximum and I will choose that specialty, you may not like that specialty at all. When you enter your residency, you would be absolutely clueless as to what I'm getting into, though it might give you the very good pay later on, but are you really liking it? Do you like to get up and do that every single day of your life? This is the question which each one of us has to answer for himself. You don't want to be a miserable super specialist versus being a GP who is very, very happy in what you're doing. So that I think is very important, to be very passionate about what you like to do on a daily basis if you really want to continue doing medicine for the rest of your life. So do not approach a job in your own country or any other country from the point of view which is going to pay me more. I guess the first thing which you need to think of is, maybe during your internship, is when you're rotating through different specialities, which specialty is sort of striking a chord with you, for some it might be gynecology, some it might be ophthalmology. So internship is a good way where you get exposed to all the specialties, maybe beginning from third year as well. Each one sort of develops his or her own inclination as to which branch is more likable to them. And then maybe you can sort of discuss with your colleagues or maybe your seniors, families and friends, and sort of discuss whether that's the thing which you really want to do in life, because of course the results of the postgraduate entrance exams did sort of guide a lot of decision making, because if your rank is very, very high, then you sort of choose your own specialty, but maybe not for people who have got little lower ranks, then they need to choose what they have. So maybe at least you can have option of at least 2 or 3 specialties, that if this I'll get this, or like 2 or 3 specialties maybe at least can be taken as an option, and then you get whichever of them, and then you can continue to do that. So it's very important to have a framework of mind where, say, you want to get into general medicine or general surgery, or you want to get into ophthalmology, or you want to get into gynecology or radiology. So these decisions have to be made much before. This will also guide. The most important thing I feel is, the money in a job will automatically come once you have the expertise. So the best residency or the best paying job will be one in which you love what you do on a daily basis, because then you will develop the skills and the expertise which is required, which will just come so effortlessly from your side that you will be able to do very great things in your particular field, and then the money and the recognition and the fame just follows along with it. So that's, I think, answered the MBBS and the best paying job. The third thing is maybe whether I should take a loan or not. Now that's a very tricky question, because for some people the window of opportunity might be very small. Like if they don't take up a loan and they don't take up residency now, then maybe that window is also closed, and then they need to again prepare for an exam, again spend a year of their life, and who knows, they may not get a seat again. So it again depends upon how is your personal or family condition, whether you are able to afford a loan, whether you will be able to pay that loan, maybe by using a stipend or something like that. But do remember, until the loan is closed, you will be tied up in that particular geographic location if that loan is completely on your head. Of course, there are opportunities that you can move out of a country and pay the loan much faster. So, but before you take a loan, you would always sort of want to think about the next 3 or 5 years until that, whenever that loan is going to start or finish, that from where are you going to get the money, because you don't want to hamper your growth just because there is a loan on your head and you're not able to move ahead in life. So maybe just a little bit of better planning, because if a loan is necessary for you to get into post-graduation, by all means, I guess you should take it, because it is a very competitive world out there. So the chances which each one gets may not be available to them again. The other question which I get asked is, if I have a diploma in radiology, then can I work in say UAE, in Dubai, or any other countries, because the options for diploma holders in radiology are a little limited if you see various countries. So if you are good in ultrasound, and if you like ultrasound as a specialty as a diploma holder, then there is something called as the ARDMS, which is the American Registry for Diagnostic Medical Sonographers. So this is a registry of, or this is an exam which is conducted by the American ARDMS institution, and basically what that does is that gives you a license to practice as a sonologist. So that is recognized in UAE, and you can work as a sonologist. So sonologist would be the one sort of who would be doing the ultrasound scans. You might be given signing authority in a hospital, or a radiologist might countersign your reports, who is a specialist or a consultant. So as this is usually a Western trend where they have sonographers to do the ultrasound. The radiologists don't do ultrasound. Say in a country like America, the sonographers will be doing it, and to be a sonographer to do an ultrasound, you need to have the ARDMS license. So that ARDMS license would work in US obviously, and it definitely works in UAE. So there are 2 steps to that exam. One is a sort of physics exam, and there are various other specialities which you can choose. You can choose abdomen, OBGY, breast, vascular ultrasound, musculoskeletal ultrasound, and the best part is these exams have now become completely online, so you can directly register. There are various pathways to register. Either if you are a nurse, you can still do ARDMS. If you are an MD/MS, you can also do ARDMS. If you are a diploma holder, post MBBS, you can also do ARDMS. So there is the website. ARDMS has all the details. You can register, submit all your documents for verification, and then just take the exam sitting at home online. And once you take the exams online, they will email you the result immediately, maybe in an hour or so, and with that certification you are good to go and apply for a hospital either within your country, say in India, or if you want to work in UAE, that is acceptable in the PQR document as well as a acceptable qualification. So you will be then working as a sonologist. So obviously the pay scales will be they'll be great, they'll be good as a sonologist as well. So in a hospital setup you would make a good amount of money, because they are for the looking out for the sonologists who can sort of work and sort of carry the burden of the day-to-day ultrasounds in a busy setup or in a tertiary care center. A sonologist is a lot of requirements are there basically for sonologists right now. So yes, so these are the questions which I thought should be answered. If you have any questions, do let me know, and see you in the next video. Thank you.